Hare Krishna. We are continuing to read from teachings of Queen Kunti. We are on the prayer 5, which is in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, Text 22. So we read one paragraph of the purport by Srila Prabhupada, and we'll continue today reading the translation again. My respectful obeisances unto you, O Lord, whose abdomen is marked with a depression like a lotus flower, who are always decorated with garlands of lotus flowers, whose glance is as cool as the lotus, and whose feet are engraved with lotuses. So we continue reading with the purport by Srila Prabhupada. If one sees a lotus flower, one can immediately remember Krishna. For example, if one loves one's child and one sees any one of the child's garments or his shoes or a small ship or any of his playthings, one will immediately remember the child. Oh, these are my child's shoes. These are my child's playthings. This is his garment. This is the nature of love. So if one actually loves God, Krishna, one can remember him always. It's true, no? When we see anything which belongs to our loved one, we'll say, hey, this is her bag, or this is his shoes. We don't see the shoe or the bag itself. We immediately remember our loved one. And so what is the qualification? That if we really want to see God everywhere, then the qualification is love of God. Love of God. And this is the nature of love. Then we can't forget him. We will never be able to forget Krishna. Why? Because everything belongs to Krishna. Your Prabhupada is saying if one sees a lotus flower, one can immediately remember Krishna. Because here Kunti Maharani is saying, oh, your lotus feet, your feet are as soft as lotus flowers, your glance is as cool as lotus. Then you're wearing garlands of lotus flowers, your navel has a shape, it has a depression like a lotus flower. Yeah. So it is not difficult to remember Krishna. Here Kunti Devi describes Krishna with reference to lotus flowers. Similarly, when Krishna describes himself in Bhagavad Gita, he says, Rasoham apsu kaunteya, I am the taste of liquids. So one can remember Krishna by tasting water. Even if one is drinking liquor, if he thinks the taste of this drink is Krishna, he will one day turn out to be a great saintly person. So I can request even drunkards to become Krishna conscious. What to speak of others? Because Krishna says, Rasoham apsu kaunteya, I am the taste of liquids. Generally, in this context, liquid is taken to mean water, but liquor is also liquid. It is only sugar and molasses or some other combination, fermented and distilled. Of course, it is bad because it creates intoxication. Although, in one sense, nothing is bad. Liquor is bad because it creates bad effects. In America, there are many drunkards. There is no scarcity of them. But I may request even the drunkards, when drinking wine, kindly remember that the taste of this drink is Krishna. Just begin in this way, and one day you will become a saintly Krishna conscious person. So here, Srila Prabhupada, he's showing us practically, he's saying, okay, even if you are drinking wine, you're attached to drinking wine, although the effects of drinking wine is not good, but Krishna, he's saying that I'm the taste of all liquids. So alcohol is also a liquid. So Prabhupada is saying, when you're drinking, just say that this taste is Krishna. The taste of this drink is Krishna. Gradually, then our consciousness will become Krishna conscious. We will become Krishna conscious. So I'm the taste of the liquids. And then, just by drinking water, so when we are drinking water, when we are drinking some juice, whole day we are drinking, if we can just remember, oh, this taste is Krishna. What I'm drinking, the taste of this is Krishna. then we will become gradually Krishna conscious. So Krishna is available under any circumstances if we want to catch him. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 10.10, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. To those who are constantly devoted and who worship me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. So Krishna is saying he gives the understanding. He gives the understanding to a person who is constantly worshiping Krishna with love and devotion. So if one is actually very serious in searching for Krishna, Krishna is everywhere. Andan tarastha paramanu chayantarastam govindam adipurusham tam aham bhajami. Brahma Samhita 5.35. So Lord Brahma in Brahma Samhita, he says, Krishna is present within the universe, within our hearts, and even within the atom. So it is not difficult to find him, but one must know the process by which to do so. This process is very simple. And by the order of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, we are distributing this process to everyone without charge. The process is to chant Hare Krishna. As soon as one chants Hare Krishna, one will immediately understand Krishna. So Krishna is saying he gives us the understanding by which we can come, by which we can go to him. And what we have to do is follow the process. And what is the process? Just hear and chant Hare Krishna. You have to chant Hare Krishna. So it's a simple process. And it's by the order of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who's Krishna himself. And he's saying, by my order, you just chant Hare Krishna and you will understand Krishna. And then you will be able to see Krishna everywhere, because Krishna is everywhere, inside every atom of the universe. He's inside our hearts. He's everywhere. So the process, hearing and chanting. Similarly, simply by hearing or chanting the verses of Srimad Bhagavatam, one can be purified. Whatever knowledge exists in the world is present in Srimad Bhagavatam. It includes literature, poetry, astronomy, philosophy, religion, and love of Godhead. Srimad Bhagavatam Parmanam Amalam. If one simply reads Srimad Bhagavatam, he gains the topmost education. For if one studies Srimad Bhagavatam, he will be well versed in every subject matter. So Srimad Bhagavatam is called the Amala Purana. It is the essence of all knowledge, literature, poetry, astronomy, philosophy, religion. Where does knowledge come from? Vedas. The Vedas. Ved means knowledge. So whatever division of knowledge, it's all from the Vedas. And then the commentary on the Vedas is the Vedanta Sutra. And then the essence of all of the Vedanta Sutra, the essence of the Vedanta Sutra is Srimad Bhagavatam. So we can see Srimad Bhagavatam is the cream of the essence of all knowledge, cream of the essence of all Vedic, of all the Vedas, of all knowledge. So Prabhupada is encouraging us. He's saying simply by hearing about the verses of Bhagavatam, simply by speaking the verses of Bhagavatam, simply by reading Bhagavatam, what we will get purified. We will be purified and we will get the highest knowledge. Even if one does not understand a single word of the mantras of Srimad Bhagavatam, the vibrations themselves have such power that simply by chanting, one will be purified. Shanvatam Swakatha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanaha. The word punya means pious, shravana means hearing, and kirtana means chanting. One who chants or hears the verses of Srimad Bhagavatam becomes pious automatically. So we do not have to endeavor separately to become pious. We just hear or read or chant the Srimad Bhagavatam, and we are becoming pious. To become pious, one generally has to endeavor a great deal. But if one simply hears the verses of Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, one becomes pious automatically. Therefore, it is a rigid principle in every temple of our Krishna consciousness movement that there must be a daily class for hearing and chanting. Our movement is meant for training spiritual leaders, but without hearing and chanting, it is impossible to become a leader. Of course, in the material world, it is possible, but not in the spiritual world. So Prabhupada is saying that hearing and chanting, and yes, in all ISKCON temples, everyday program, hearing and chanting. Mali hana sabija kare aropana, shravana kirtana jale kare sechana, Caitanya Charitamrita, Madhya 19.152. Hearing and chanting waters the seed of devotional service, which develops one's original consciousness. So we were just hearing in Bhagavad Gita that the process, the watering process is hearing and chanting. And so Caitanya Charitamrita, Lord Caitanya says that hearing and chanting waters the seed of devotional service, which develops one's original consciousness. So by hearing and chanting, what's going to happen? We are going to develop our original consciousness. It's not that we are going to develop something else or something artificial, something which is unnatural. No, no. Our own original consciousness will be awakened. When we hear and chant, but what are we hearing and chanting? Hearing from Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, by hearing and chanting from the books of the six Goswamis, but that's of course a higher stage. So Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, and chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and everything will follow. We will develop our original consciousness. Our original consciousness. So any comments? Or anything to add?
No, just hear.
I'm sorry?
Just hearing and chanting. Like how everybody is making it, how everybody's recommended this only. The system is correct and it's recommended. So even when, and then this is so easy that I don't have to, like, even if I'm sweeping, I can chant Hare Krishna. I'm taking shower, I can chant. I'm cooking, I can chant. And then every time when we chant, okay, this is just one realization. I have seen that when I'm chanting on beats, I want to complete my rounds, but when I'm chanting, when I'm doing my dishes, then I'm just chanting with, because I don't have my beads in my hand or nothing. So it doesn't matter to me. I'm just chanting, oh, Hare, and I can just make it to any tune. I'm just making it to any tune, and I'm just enjoying, oh, Hare, Hare Krishna. So, like that is also the fun sometimes, that you come up with new tunes and what you have been listening, so that is also a different feeling when you're doing your chores and you're chanting. So it doesn't matter, you don't have to listen to the lectures or anything. You can just chant, because that is so powerful. And then you are also Krishna conscious, like how you can remember Krishna always. That is the easiest way.
Yes, so right. That's right. Because chanting is done in two ways, right? One is japa and one is kirtan. Japa is what we are doing on beats. And kirtanya sada hari. So kirtan is very, very powerful and very what is it? As you just said, no? You can just get so engrossed in the bliss of kirtan. You know, so japa has to be done. We have to do our japa. And yeah, can immerse yourself in the glories of the kirtan. Very nice. Very nice. So thank you
I
so
also
much.
love the water part, that we can, it is so easy. Whenever we drink water so many times. In the day we eat food, so we can just thank, oh Krishna, you are the taste in the water. Oh Krishna, you are the taste in the chapati. Oh Krishna, you are the taste of the sabji. Oh Krishna, you are the taste of the guava.
Yeah.
So there are so many, he's so merciful. He has given us so many ways to stay connected. We don't have to sit in front of a temple to stay connected to him. We don't have to, you know, like how people say that, how to connect with him. I don't know. I'm so busy. So even if you're driving a car, he is that. We can thank you, Krishna. You are everything. You are the one who's showing me the way to drive this properly. Like, you know, this is like it is just that we don't have the desire. We don't want to. If we read these Shastras, it's given so nicely. And maybe because you making us understand so nicely that we know that I don't have to, like, I can always be connected to him. But it's just my desire. Even if I'm riding a bicycle, he's giving me the power to ride it. Oh, Krishna, you're making my hands move properly. You're making me the power to, you know, pedal the wheel and reach. So we are connected, though we are doing a material activity, but if we want, yes, water, food, every one of us does. We can't say that nahi main khana nahi khati hu. Khana to hum kitte baar khate hain, kya khate hain. So it is just that, oh Krishna, you are the taste in it. Your taste of water, you're the taste of juice. So yes, he's so merciful. And sometimes I feel that, oh my God, we are so fortunate to be his children. We are so fortunate that we are his children. And he loves us so much that at least he's, through these scriptures, at least we are getting this understanding that you are my, don't worry, you are my. So this is really so beautiful, and the path is so beautiful. And I sometimes I feel when the path is so beautiful, and when we'll see Krishna, he'll be so like, I know we are not there for now, but yeah, he's the destination, yes. So if the path is so beautiful, he has made it so easy path, like, you know, all the thorns on the path he's removing them himself. And he's making the path so easy for us. So
Wonderful.
This is really nice.
Wonderful realizations. Wonderful realizations. Oh, thank you so much for sharing them. Thank you. So that we can remember to, you know, think of Krishna when we are eating or drinking now. Thank you. Or driving, as you said. Thank you so much. So Kunti Maharani ki jai, Shila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Krishna.